Welcome back everyone to day 2 of South Africa taking on Afghanistan in the Twistie Test Championship. The end of day 1, we saw the South Africans 9 down for 328 runs. Rassie van der Dussen unbeaten on 115 at the crease, with Dane Patterson, who has just joined him with a couple of balls left on day 1's play. So, it's a bit of an interesting period of the game. Let's see how many runs can South Africa pile on before the loss of that final wicket. They're already up to 350, which is a really strong first innings score against this Afghanistan side. I think it's going to be challenging for Afghanistan to get back into the test match from here, but they'll need a good performance with the bat and at least to get this final wicket as quickly as possible. So Zahir Khan, what has he got? He's got the 1 wicket so far today. Dane Patterson on 20 runs. He's got the outside edge. The umpire doesn't agree. But I'm pretty sure that he has smashed that. So upon review, as we see the Afghanistan side go to review this, that we'll see a clear spike. Well, there's a clear white mark there on the hot spot. It's going to be overturned. That final wicket does fall for South Africa. They're all out. As Usman Shinwari again, we just recognise the fact that he took 5 wickets throughout this innings. As Adran makes his way out to the middle. It's going to be Hendricks with the new ball for South Africa. And what was the score in the end that they ended up with? 354 runs. So a really solid first innings score. Now a lot of pressure on Afghanistan to start this day well. If they can get themselves a really solid partnership early, maybe let's say a 50-run partnership, that would put them in a strong position to at least give themselves an opportunity to get back in the game. Obviously, we're probably not expecting too many big things from them, being the lowest ranked side in the Test Championship, in the Twistie Test Championship at the moment, coming up against obviously a strong, seasoned veteran side like South Africa. It's always going to be a challenge for them. This one honing in on the stumps, strikes him on the pad, and we see the first wicket fall for Afghanistan. It is Ibrahim Zadran who goes for 8, as Afghanistan 1 for 22 in Sanala. It's probably definitely pronounced wrong. What is it? Isanola. And Amadi out in the middle at the moment. And they'll need to rebuild and continue to pile on some much needed runs at the moment. Just work in little partnerships. Focus on getting 20 runs at a time, 30 runs at a time. Don't focus too much on the drama at hand, as there's a bit of a shout here for a run out. Umpire is a bit interested here. This is not a great angle, to be honest. He has, he's gone. Oh, we can't really tell from that angle. It's very close, and it's given. It's given out. So Javed Ahmadi goes for 23. Afghanistan lose their second through a run out of all things. Definitely not the way they want to be going about their business on day 2 here to start off their innings. So it is Ramit Shah and Isanallah. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I don't even know how to begin to pronounce it. But he's 12 from 16. Shah at the moment on 5. Put that one away nicely through mid-wicket. Is it going to go all the way to the boundary rope? It's just going to be 3. They will comfortably get home this time. 60 now on the board. Oh, whipped away through mid-wicket again. Look for a couple more. They're not super quick between the wickets, these guys, but they're doing enough at the moment. And that's a great shot from Shah. It is cut away very nicely down to third man for 4. Oh, this is nice. Again. If they can get to 2 for 100, all of a sudden, they're just in a bit of a good position. 98 for 2. So they come off to end the session. How good is this? 20 overs gone, 98 for 2. It's the opener's gone for 8 and 23, but at the moment it's Isanola and Shah in at the crease, who are doing a pretty good job for Afghanistan as the 100 comes up for them. It's come up in a very quick fire fashion of 21 overs, and they're only 2 down. they might be a genuine chance in putting some runs on here. I know they're still 250 behind, but it's a bit of an opportunity for them to score some runs and get themselves in this game with a chance. Obviously, we saw when South Africa won the toss and batted, it was going to be difficult for them, but at the moment, Afghanistan are doing okay. They are doing okay, and they're taking it just one partnership at a time. These two are doing a pretty good job. They're turning and coming back for 4. This is a bad decision. Oh, and you could see it unfolding from a long way away. It's just it's a direct hit. It would have been out anyway if the bloke was able to take it. Oh, jeez. And out. So, that is no good from an Afghanistan point of view. Another wicket falls. Another run out. That's the second time we've seen that today. They'll have to fix up their running between the wickets. This replay is doing absolutely nothing for us. It's Ramit Shah going for 31. Afghanistan 3 for 109. Oh, nice shot. As Asghar Afghan makes his way to the middle and gets himself off the mark with a pull shot away for a couple of runs. Oh, very nice. I think the positive side from the Afghanistan point of view is that because 2 of their 3 wickets have been from runouts, they haven't been playing too many false shots. They've actually been playing reasonably okay. As this one, oh, it could be another one. It could be another run out. We're going to go upstairs again. Oh, gee, it looked close, didn't it? It was pulled away. Mid-wicket didn't quite get it on the full. It was just on the bounce. Yeah, that's out. That's out, and that's a lot of trouble. Trouble in paradise from Sanala. I've pronounced it a million times. 113 for 4. They've lost a few quick ones here. Nasir Jamal making his way to the middle. It hasn't been great for them this last little period of time. Rabada's bowling quite nicely. Don't want to shout, but it's an inside edge onto the pad. Asghar Afghan at the other end is just, you know, getting there, getting to sort of get himself in. He hasn't really faced too many balls, so he's only faced a 7. Jamal's hogging the strike at the moment on 17. But I suppose a positive side for Afghanistan, you've got to look at all the positives at the moment, is that they haven't been rolled for about 110, which could have easily happened if their batting wasn't as nice as it was early days of this match, as they pick up 3 runs. So they will likely get past the follow-on here. They only need another 4 runs to be able to get past that, which is a promising sign. And this one from Afghan pulled away nicely for 4. As that lead of South Africa's now just 178. Oh, it's a big shout. And it's given. So a wicket. I think it might be Pretorius. It is. Jamal out for 25. Afghanistan now 5 down for 176. There's a run-out opportunity. The dive was necessary for Zazai to get home. But all of a sudden, after the bowler's doing a heap of good work, they could be in very quickly. Just 42 overs later. As there's 5 down Afghanistan. One more wicket would put the bowlers back in here, as this is cut away very nicely. And it's found the boundary for 4. So Afghans look good. At the moment he's on 35. Look at that shot. This is just sort of short and a bit of width. And this one edged. Oh, and put down. Real opportunity to get rid of Zazai as we head to the drinks break. And it might be the end of the session for today. But at the moment, a big little period for South Africa. Another wicket would be fantastic. And they might have got it here. If Afghan, they do. And then an outside edge that struck him on the back pad, I reckon. That's why it's just floated up in the air for a moment. It didn't quite reach the cock. But Du Plessis was able to run in and take the catch. And at the end of it all, another wicket. They find themselves 6 down now, Afghanistan. Asghar Afghan going for 39. 6 for 2-1-2. Goodness me. And the bowler's back on into bat. Rashid Khan out to the middle. And we know he's actually not a bad batsman, Rashid Khan. Especially in T20 formats. I wonder how he'll go about this. The lead is only 140. There's another edge. The Zai going to depart. But we know Rashid Khan likes to play shots. If he does that here, could it take, 30, 40 runs off the total pretty quickly? And just give Afghanistan a bit of an opportunity to then, only go in with a less than 100 run deficit into that first innings. Rabada gets his first wicket, by the way, as Bavuma took that catch. It's now Shinwari and Rashid out in the middle, and that's driving. And it's an edge. It's 4. I mean, those two, they were the two standout guys with the ball. Shinwari, of course, taking 5 wickets. Rashid taking 3. So they'll love some bonus runs to add to their already good start. But this time, Shinwari gets a little inside edge. He's going to be going home. Or going back to the pavilion. Going home. Imagine that. You lose your wicket, that's it, you're out. You have to go home. It would be the end of it all. De Kock happy to take the catch. 227 for 8. And Afghanistan's innings could be coming to a close very quickly here on the second day's play. Rashid Khan finally getting a boundary as he punched that off the back foot. I reckon go big or go home here, Rashid. Oh, geez, ice. Oh, it's out. It's given. What's going on here? Rashid Khan, he's blocked this ball. It's got stuck in between his pad and his knee. He's taken a step back. It's rolled out onto his back shoe. It's his front shoe. Anyway, he's kind of kicked it as he stepped back. And at the end of the day, that ball is rolled onto the stumps. I tell you what, though, modern cricket, the bails would not have come off. They would have stayed on. The ball would have tapped the stumps and the things would have stayed on. Anyway, Rashid Khan going for 6. Afghanistan now 9 down for 239. They're in a bit of a predicament at the moment. Zahir Khan and Ahmadzi. Is it Ahmadzi? It's got to be Ahmadzi. Ahmadzai. No, Ahmad. Let's go with Ahmadzai. Ahmadzi. Yeah, that sounds pretty Australian. Ahmadzi. 250 up for Afghanistan. They've got that lead underneath 100. For South Africa. So they have given themselves quite a good opportunity here. If they can roll South Africa early in the second innings. It's going to be obviously quite difficult, but any runs these two can put on are handy. That one has just cannoned into the middle stump. And dislodged it from the ground. So Rabada gets another wicket. I think he ends up with 2. Afghanistan all that for 275. Top scorer Asghar Afghan 39 not out. Pretorius took 3 wickets with the ball. Rabada a couple. Pretorius just the 2. Rabada 2. Patterson 2. Hendricks with the 1. And there was a couple of run-outs in there as well. 3 run-outs I think. Afghanistan 79 runs behind at the end of the opening innings. They'll now have a short little opportunity with the ball. See how they can go against this South African side. Dean Algar making his way to the middle to face the first ball of Yamin Ahmadzi, who put some handy runs on there. Aiden Markham at the non-striker's end only made the 10 runs in the first innings. Can Afghanistan strike early tonight? This one tucked away for no run. Certainly an early wicket would do wonders for Afghanistan. Not too many overs to bowl tonight. This one pulled away by Markham. Gets himself off the mark. He'll pick up 2. He might even turn and come back for 3. 4 runs from the end of the first over. South African lead is 84 runs. Oh, again, the short ball that they're happy to take on through mid-wicket. There's no fielder there. But could still see a top edge. Oh, bowler's end should have been the throw here. They were nowhere near it. Gee whiz. Edged and gone. So Markram out cheaply again. Shinwari gets the first breakthrough for Afghanistan. South Africa 18 for 1. Still a little bit of time tonight. It's a tricky period. There's an outside edge. As Vanderdussen, he would have been the key wicket. Made that really big score in the opening innings. And an edge that's just gone through the gap, and now a run-out opportunity. Gee, they're creating chances tonight. Afghanistan, there's a shout by Rashid Khan. I reckon maybe just over the top. Umpire agrees. And Vanderdussen's able to punch this one away through cover. He'll find some more runs. This will be 3. So that ball's coming in to the bowler's end. I reckon this might be the last 2 deliveries of the day's play. Rashid Khan, can he get a wicket late? Just soaking up every bit of time. Rassie Vanderdussen not wanting to lose a wicket late in the day. Happy to block that one back to Rashid. Might be the end of the day's play at South Africa. 47 for 1. They leave the crease. Elgar and Vanderdussen unbeaten at the end of the day's play. There was the wicket of Aiden Markram. And then these two put some runs on, which they managed to do quite nicely. Starting to build a bit of a partnership here as well. But at the end of the second day's play, it is South Africa with quite a bit of a lead. I don't know how much it is because the scorecard's not there. But they're 47 for 1 at the end of the day's play. It's got to be about 100 and something runs. Something like that. I'll see you on day 3.